Okay, so now let's read Jack and the Beanstalk. Jack and his mother were so poor, they never had enough to eat. One morning, they had nothing left at all. "You will have to take the cow to market and sell her," Jack's mother said sadly. On the way, Jack met a strange little man. "I'll give you this for your cow," said the little man, holding out 5 wrinkly, dried beans. "I need money, not beans," said Jack. "Ah, but these are magic beans," said the little man. "If you plant them, they will grow into a beanstalk so tall it touches the sky." "Amazing," said Jack. He gave his cow to the little man, took the beans, and ran off home. But when he got home, he was in trouble, big trouble. "What have you done?" "Jack, we need money, not beans," cried his mother, and she threw the beans out of the window. Poor Jack went to bed hungrier and gloomier than ever. What were they to do? In the morning, even his room seems gloomy. His room seems gloomy? Just a minute. Outside his window was a giant beanstalk, so tall it touched the sky. The little man was frightened, thought Jack. He scrambled onto the giant beanstalk and climbed up and up and up. And there, at the top, he found a giant castle with a giant in front of it. Jack gulped, then his tummy rumbled. "Excuse me," he called out. "Please, could you spare some breakfast?" The giant picked him up. "My husband munches and crunches little people like you," she says. "I'll give you breakfast, but you'll better be gone before my husband gets home." She whisked Jack inside and sat him down next to an enormous crusty loaf. Breakfast has never tasted so good. But then, storm, storm, storm. "Quickly, hide in here!" The giant stuffed Jack inside a pot just as her husband strode into the kitchen. "Fe, fee, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I will grind his bone to make my bread." "Where is he?" demanded the giant's husband. "You are imagining things," she replied. "Eat up your breakfast while I bring your hen." She returned with the hen and put it on the table. "Lay," commanded the giant. Cling! The bird lay a gleaming golden egg. With a grunt, the giant closed his eyes and began to snore. His wife lifted Jack out of the pot. "Run for your life," she whispered. But Jack had his eyes on the hen. He grabbed the hen and fled for the door. The bird let out a squawk, which woke the giant, who saw Jack and let out a furious roar. Jack dived out of the door and onto the beanstalk with the giant hot on his heels. Jack scrambled down the beanstalk as fast as his legs would carry him. "What's going on?" shrieked his mother from below. "Is that a giant?" "Just bring the axes," Jack cried. Jack and his mother chopped and chopped at the beanstalk. It creaked and it wobbled, and then it toppled over sideways. The giant was flung far over the hills. They never saw him again. As for Jack and his mother, they lived happily ever after. Each morning, the hen laid a golden egg, so they grew rich, and Jack never climbed a beanstalk again. Okay, that's the end.